I'm Al Blake Crab, and I'm looking at ways to stay fit, healthy, have some energy and some direction as I move towards 60 in January. So let's flip a question over. What can I do to guarantee that I will put on weight and lose energy? What things can I guarantee will get me that? One definite way is to eat loads and loads of carbohydrates. That's guaranteed to get me to put on weight and lessen my energy because my body's dealing with all that sugar. The pancreas is working, the liver's working, everything is working really, really hard. So that's one way. Another way is to eat all the time. That's a great way of doing it. I can eat all day, I can have some sweets in my car, sat down, eating sweets as I drive along. Guaranteed to make me put on weight and lose lots of energy that I could be using instead of digesting all of that sugar. So what we then do is look at the opposite. How can I avoid these things? So instead of going towards the goal, which is stay fit, be healthy, have energy and so on, we just avoid those things. So how do we avoid it? Not eating carbs is an easy one. We just don't eat carbs. And there's plenty of diets. There's the paleo diet, there's a carnivore diet, there's a keto diet, and I'll put links below on those diets, so see which one that you prefer. So that's easy. To avoid carbs, we just don't eat carbs. But what about eating all day? What do we do about that? We fast. We just stop eating for a long period of time, and then we're not eating all day. And how do or when do we do it? I tend to do it, my fasting, I tend to do it when I go on my run, so I'm outside. Then I'm not tempted. I don't do it when I'm working or when I'm in because I'm tempted to eat. So when I go on my park run on a Saturday morning, I'm not back until 2 p.m. So I've had a long fast, or I go on my long runs and again, I'm not back until the afternoon. I'm not eating carbs, so I'm not hungry. I'm fat adapted, so my body is fine feeding off the fat rather than the glucose, so that's good, slow energy. So that's how we do that. We just have a fast. And how do we not have the carbs? Like I said, we just don't have them. And when we do it, it's all the time. You can't have loads of carbs one day and none the next. It's an ongoing thing. You just don't have many carbs or any carbs for a long period of time, or in my case, most of the time. I keep to this diet. And it really, really helps. Energy's better, energy's up, I feel sharper. It just makes me feel a lot better. And the best thing about it is, one, if you're on low carb and you're fasting and you're going out, you're mimicking how we've been designed to operate for millions and millions of years. That's what our body does. It goes out to get things, it returns with it. So when you come back, you have a great meal. You're actually hungry and it's an event. You're excited to eat. You're not just mindlessly putting stuff in your mouth. So give it a go. Have a look at the menus, the diets below, and see which one you fancy. Do the fasting. Find your own rhythm. What works for you? Okay, if going out works for you and you want to do that primal thing, you want to do that hunter-gatherer thing, you want to be moving, then do that. That's what seems to suit me, and there's no temptation because there's nothing out there. So keep moving, keep being human, do what your body's designed for, and get primal. And I'll speak to you next time. Thanks a lot.